Hey, welcome to World Alert Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The world was stunned by a headline, one that seemed to echo across continents and time zones, catching the attention of millions who wondered what it could mean for the future of global alliances. In a moment that would be replayed on screens worldwide, President Zelensky promised to help the Philippines if needed, his words carrying weight far beyond the usual diplomatic rhetoric. This was more than a diplomatic soundbite. It was a signal that alliances are shifting in unexpected ways, and that the world's balance of power is being quietly, but unmistakably, redrawn. In newsrooms from Manila to Washington, analysts scrambled to decode its meaning. Was this a new chapter in international relations, or just another fleeting headline in a world already saturated with crisis? Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, leading a nation at war and facing daily threats to his people, had extended a hand to the Philippines, a gesture that resonated with those who know the cost of conflict. This wasn't about sending troops or weapons, nor was it a promise of military intervention. Instead, it was a pledge of support, a willingness to stand together in the face of adversity. It was a message of solidarity, a reminder that in times of uncertainty, nations can find strength in unity, even when separated by oceans. The context was clear. The Philippines' tense standoff with China in the South China Sea had become a flashpoint, drawing the world's gaze and raising questions about who would stand with Manila if tensions escalated. Ukraine and the Philippines, separated by thousands of kilometers, facing different threats and challenges, now found common ground in their shared struggle against powerful neighbors. In today's geopolitics, distance is no longer a barrier. Technology, shared interests, and the global flow of information have brought nations closer than ever before, making alliances possible in ways once unimaginable. Zelensky's promise was a reminder: the battle lines of this era are drawn on principles, not just maps. It's about defending sovereignty, upholding international law, and supporting those who dare to resist aggression. The world's reaction was a mix of skepticism and curiosity. Some questioned the sincerity of the offer, while others saw it as a bold move that could reshape alliances in the Indo-Pacific and beyond. Was this a bluff, a strategic play, or the start of something bigger? Experts debated the possibilities, knowing that even symbolic gestures can have real consequences in the high-stakes world of international politics. The answer lies in shared vulnerabilities and the search for allies who understand what it means to stand up to a powerful neighbor. In a world where threats are rarely confined by borders, solidarity can be a nation's greatest shield. The shockwave from Kyiv had just begun, rippling outward and forcing the world to reconsider what it means to promise support across continents, and what new alliances might emerge from the uncertainty of our times. International relations is often compared to a global chess game, where every move is calculated and every alliance can shift the balance of power. Nations are constantly strategizing, weighing risks and rewards, and looking for ways to secure their interests on the world stage. In this high-stakes game, alliances are among the most powerful moves a country can make. They're not just about friendship, they're about survival, influence, and shaping the future. An alliance is a promise. I have your back, and you have mine. It's a commitment that can deter threats and reassure citizens at home. But why would a nation choose to partner with a country thousands of miles away, one that faces entirely different challenges and conflicts? The answer lies in shared interests and common principles. Sometimes, countries find that their goals align, even if they're separated by oceans. Often, the threat isn't just another country, but an action, like violating borders, disrupting trade, or undermining international law. That's where collective security comes in. The idea is simple: an attack on one is a threat to all. This principle helps deter aggression and keeps the peace. Economic interests are just as important. For example, disruption in the South China Sea doesn't just affect nearby countries, it can ripple across the globe, impacting trade routes and economies everywhere, even those far from the conflict. Supporting a partner abroad isn't just charity, it's a way to protect the global system that everyone depends on, from stable markets to safe travel. In many ways, these alliances act like insurance policies against chaos and uncertainty, providing a safety net when the unexpected happens. By backing countries with similar values, nations reinforce the rules-based order that underpins international cooperation and peace. So when Ukraine offers support to the Philippines, it's about more than just two countries working together. It's a move to strengthen global principles and show solidarity in the face of shared challenges. In today's interconnected world, the chessboard is bigger than ever, and every alliance shapes the future for us all. To truly grasp Ukraine's current path, you must first look back at its turbulent history, a story marked by resilience, sacrifice, and an unyielding spirit. Ukraine is a nation forged by struggle, shaped by generations who have endured hardship and fought for their homeland's future. For centuries, Ukraine has battled for survival, caught between powerful empires, and now, it finds itself locked in a brutal war with Russia, a conflict that threatens its very existence. But this war is about more than just territory. It's a fight for identity, for sovereignty, and for the right to determine its own destiny. Through these trials, Ukraine has learned the true value of international support, realizing that unity with others can mean the difference between hope and despair. Aid from allies, whether humanitarian, military, or diplomatic, has been absolutely crucial to Ukraine's resistance and survival. These experiences have fundamentally reshaped Ukraine's foreign policy, pushing it to seek deeper ties and stronger partnerships around the world. Today, Kyiv actively seeks partners who understand the devastating cost of aggression and the vital importance of standing together in the face of threats. President Zelensky has emerged as a global diplomat, tirelessly rallying support for Ukraine's cause and making the world aware of the stakes involved. Ukraine is no longer just a recipient of aid. It has become an active player in global security, contributing to international discussions and shaping alliances. Its leaders now speak with a moral authority grounded in lived experience, their words carrying the weight of a nation that has endured and persevered. That's why Ukraine is reaching out, building coalitions with nations that face similar threats, and forging new friendships based on shared values and mutual respect. In today's world, the search for allies is not just a strategy, it's a core part of Ukraine's survival, ensuring its voice is heard and its future protected. The Philippines, a key Southeast Asian nation, faces relentless pressure from China in the South China Sea. China claims almost the entire sea, clashing with the Philippines' internationally recognized rights. This isn't just a map dispute, it's a daily struggle. Chinese vessels harass Filipino fishermen and block military outposts, testing Manila's resolve. The Philippines must defend its sovereignty while balancing economic ties with China. Political divisions run deep: confront China or protect trade. In 2016, the Philippines won a landmark legal victory, but China rejected the ruling. This deepened mistrust and fueled the search for stronger alliances. Manila now looks for partners who will support its right to defend its waters. The standoff is about sovereignty, survival, and the rules of the global order. At first glance, a Ukraine-Philippines partnership seems unlikely. Ukraine can't send weapons, but it can offer something just as valuable: diplomatic solidarity. Kyiv seeks votes and voices at the UN, building a global coalition. Supporting the Philippines signals that Ukraine's struggle is a global issue, not just a European one. Both nations face larger neighbors trying to rewrite international law. Russia's invasion and China's maritime claims violate the same principles. For both, the fight is about defending a rules-based order. Shared histories of resisting domination create empathy and understanding. Ukraine's offer is a handshake across continents, a recognition of a shared fight. It's not sentimentality, it's strategic, rooted in common interests. The bond is about sovereignty and the right to self-determination. Ukraine's offer is more than goodwill, it's a calculated strategic move. Zelensky's promise sends a message to Beijing, Moscow, and Washington. Europe and the Indo-Pacific are linked. By aligning with the Philippines, Ukraine challenges China's neutrality in the Ukraine war. It asks, if you support Russia's claims, how can you expect respect for your own? This maneuver raises the political cost for China and strengthens Ukraine's ties with the US and its allies. Supporting a US ally in Asia shows Ukraine's value beyond Europe. The specifics of Ukraine's help remain undefined, intentionally. It could mean intelligence sharing, cyber training, or diplomatic support. This ambiguity keeps options open and forces others to recalculate. Ukraine is no longer just playing defense, it's on a diplomatic offensive. The world is watching, waiting for the next move. The stakes are rising. At its core, Ukraine's move is about defending sovereignty. For Ukraine, this principle is not abstract, it's existential. By supporting the Philippines, Ukraine globalizes its own struggle. It's a statement: violations of sovereignty, whether in Europe or Asia, threaten everyone. Ukraine seeks to unite countries facing aggression from larger powers. The principle must be universal. If it's wrong for Russia to seize Crimea, it's wrong for China to claim Philippine waters. This stance elevates Ukraine's international standing. Zelensky isn't just asking for help, he's offering it. Ukraine becomes a leader, not just a victim. This approach helps maintain long-term support from allies. By linking its cause to global principles, Ukraine ensures the world can't look away. The promise to the Philippines is a declaration. Ukraine fights for a world where no nation suffers alone. Sovereignty is everyone's fight. Ukraine's pledge to the Philippines sends ripples across the globe. It signals a realignment of partnerships based on shared values, not geography. Democracies and middle powers may now cooperate more closely, forming unconventional alliances. But linking European and Asian conflicts raises the stakes for all. For China, it's a provocation. For smaller nations, an opportunity and a risk. The Philippines gains leverage, but could also be drawn into great power competition. Smaller countries must navigate carefully, leveraging new alliances without losing autonomy. The world could become more polarized, with regional crises spilling over. The challenge: use these alliances to deter aggression, not escalate conflict. The consequences of this new calculus are still unfolding. The global order is being rewritten in real time. Ukraine's promise to the Philippines is just the beginning of a larger story. Will this spark new alliances across continents? Will it change how nations respond to aggression? The world is watching, and the implications are profound. This event reminds us, international politics affects us all. A war in Europe can shape disputes in Asia. A promise in Kyiv can inspire hope in Manila. Understanding these alliances helps us grasp the shifting global landscape. The old rules no longer apply. New partnerships are being forged in crisis. Zelensky's promise is a reminder: courage and principle can bridge any distance. The story is still unfolding, and we all have a stake in how it ends. Stay curious, stay engaged. The future is being written now.